Ultraman Avengers, issue number 1 from Marvel Comics. So yeah, this is kind of an interesting crossover. I figured at some point we were going to get Ultraman being introduced to all the other Marvel characters once Marvel got the rights to do Ultraman comics. But yeah, we're finally getting that. So I'm a huge Ultraman fan. Can't say I'm the biggest Avengers fan. Don't really care for any of these characters. So we start off with Planet Zerob. Planet Zerob is in the Ultraman universe. It belongs to the people of Zerob, so Alien Zerob, his planet, obviously, hence the name Alien Zerob. Anyways, the planet is like not destroyed, but part of it is kind of destroyed, and we see Alien Zerob, and he's been defeated. And we have this figure telling him, hey, you've impressed me. I will spare you, your people, and your planet if you serve under me. What do you say? And Alien Zerob agrees. And it turns out that the figure that's talking to him is Galactus. And then that's when we cut to planet Earth outside of Tokyo, still within the Ultraman universe. And the reason why I keep calling it Ultraman universe, you'll figure out in just a moment. But we have our 3 Ultraman main characters. We have Shin, we have Ide, and we have Kiki. So for anyone who hasn't been reading the comics, Shin is Ultraman, or I should say Shin has Ultraman residing within him. So Ultraman is an alien from the planet of light, and he has come to Earth, and he is not able to survive on Earth on his own. He needs a human body, a human host. And so he is within Shin. Shin has full control over his own body and stuff like that, but when kaiju show up, Shin is able to use the powers of Ultraman to turn into Ultraman and fight the kaijus. And in this universe, kaijus are giant monsters formed out of negative emotions from humans. And within this timeline, he used to work for... I'm forgetting the name. In the actual series, it's the SSSP. But here it's called something else. I think it's like the United Space Patrol, so USP maybe? Let's just call it the USP for the sake of argument. So he used to work for the USP, but eventually at some point the leader of the USP turned out to be a alien that was trying to take over the world. But nobody really knows about it other than a couple of figures. So Shin, Ide, and Kiki are aware of this. The Kaito family is aware of this. So there's a small group of former USP members who have branched off, and now they're basically kind of hiding on the down low from the USP, but at the same time still trying to fight the kaijus and protect humanity. And so at this point in time, Shin is... They have like a reading that there's some kind of trans-universal event. So they're going to investigate it. When all of a sudden, portal opens and Miles Morales appears. And of course, Shin and Kiki are kind of wary of him at first. And Miles tries to talk them down and explain who he is. And then that's when this alien creature shows up also out of the portal. And Shin and Kiki are able to shoot the creature and kill it. And then Miles Morales explains what's going down. About how he was in Harlem and he felt something off with his spider sense. And he sees like Galactus, but I guess he doesn't know who Galactus is. And whatever happened, like the Fantastic Four and the Avengers were there. And all of a sudden there was like this bright light. And I found myself in some kind of weird void space filled with monsters. And I had like, my spider sense was telling me to head towards this area. And when I went towards the area, I came out of this portal and ended up here in this universe. That's why I was saying the Ultraman universe, because Spider-Man and the Marvel characters are in their own universe. And Ultraman and stuff are in his own universe. So 2 separate universes are basically colliding. And they just basically introduce themselves and things like that. And everything I've already explained to you about the USP and things. And they feel like some kind of weird signal coming from Scotland. So they go to check it out, and that's when they find Alien Zerob. And Miles Morales goes to attack Alien Zerob when Alien Zerob blasts him and then is able to mimic him and then use his abilities. And this is something that's really weird and unique because in the series, Alien Zerob, he can mimic other life forms, but only in appearance. He can't mimic their abilities. So he can mimic Ultraman, but he can't mimic Ultraman's abilities. So here, he should be able to mimic Miles Morales' appearance, but he shouldn't be able to use webs or anything like that. So this is different. This is probably because of Galactus. I'm assuming Galactus has like given him a power up, and now he's not only able to change forms, but also able to copy the abilities of whatever form he takes. So then Alien Zerob starts growing big into a kaiju size, and that's when we get Ultraman also growing big. And then that's when the Kato family shows up, the Jack mecha. And so we get a battle between Ultraman and Jack versus Aliens of Rob. I'm going to be skipping a bunch of pages. Eventually, after they beat Aliens of Rob, a portal opens up and the Avengers show up. And so, yeah, we get Iron Man, Captain America, Wasp, Captain Marvel, and Peter Parker Spider-Man. And here's one thing I wish that they would do. Can we give Miles Morales his own name now? It's very, like, annoying having to have two characters using the same Spider-Man name. So we have Spider-Man and then we have other Spider-Man. And so we'll have like, hey, Spider-Man, how's it going, Spider-Man? It's just, gives Miles Morales his own name at this point. I don't know what it would be, but I don't know. At first I was thinking maybe just call him Black Spider because he wears a black suit and there's actually a spider called the Black Spider. But then I was thinking, well, Miles Morales is half black, so that might like have some weird connotations if we called the black character a black name. So maybe don't do that. But there's got to be like other cool spider names that we can give him instead of just referring to him as Spider-Man. Maybe call him Ultimate Spider-Man since he was originally from the Ultimate Universe. Then again, we have an Ultimate Spider-Man currently going that has Peter Parker as the Spider-Man. So I don't know. Marvel's just over really complicating things. Just, can we give him a new name? So yeah, those are the characters. And basically they explain what happened. What happened was that their universe was being attacked by Galactus. And Reed Richards came up with this technology that would send Galactus to another universe. So yeah, basically they're like, oh, well, you know, we'll teleport him to another universe and it can be that universe's problem, I guess. And then the Avengers are like, well, we kind of realized that that was pretty terrible to do. So we came here to fix the situation. And there's more, but I'm going to stop it there. If you want to figure out how the rest of the issue goes, you can check it out for yourself. Yeah, it's interesting. Again, I'm not really a fan of the Avengers. I don't care for any of these characters, but whatever. I like Ultraman. And the Ultraman comics hasn't been too bad. It's by Kyle Higgins, who also does the Radiant Black and Massiverse in general. Well, mostly Radiant Black, but he also does No One. As for the issue, it's fine. Yeah, basically Marvel, the Marvel universe decided to screw with the Ultraman universe by sending Galactus there so that they wouldn't have to deal with him. And then realized that that was a bad decision. And so now they're coming here to try to make up for the fact that they're pretty much screwing this universe's Earth. There you go. As for the issue itself, artwork is fine. I think it might be the same artist as the Ultraman comic book series. But yeah, I actually like this artwork. I don't have any problems with it. Action scenes are fine. Characters and all that stuff are fine. Characters themselves, again, I don't really care for too much for these Avengers, but they're okay. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Miles Morales, and this issue has done a decent job of making me not hate him. Well, let me phrase that, because I don't hate Miles Morales. I just don't really care for him. Though, to be honest, I don't really care for a lot of Marvel characters, especially a lot of the newer ones. Maybe I'm just like very old school like that. There's a reason why I don't read a lot of Marvel nowadays, and it's just because I've just kind of stopped caring. Same reason I stopped reading DC, to be honest. Outside of like a couple of stuff, I don't really care too much for the big two. But I do like Ultraman, so yeah, I'm kind of rambling at this point. So would I recommend this? If you like Ultraman, you like the Avengers, then sure, check it out. Otherwise, if you don't care for either, then no. I guess that's the obvious answer. But this was fine. Like I don't hate this issue. I don't love it either. I'd say it's like maybe like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. It's not terrible or anything like that. It's fine. So there you go. There's Ultraman Avengers issue number 1 by Marvel. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still want to thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next one is more to your liking. With that said, thank you once again, and I hope you guys and gals have a good one. Later.